The grind never stops. We can never stop. We have to push. We have to move. We have to believe in ourselves. There is nothing else but accomplishing our goals. There is nothing else but becoming great. Do not apologize for greatness. Do not apologize for greatness. I will say it again, do not apologize for greatness. You deserve to be the best. You deserve every single thing this world has to offer. You deserve sunsets, you deserve mansions, you deserve it all. This is your oyster. The world is yours. Don't let anybody take it from you. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. How could I be upset today? How could I have any reason to have any remorse for my life? Moving at the speed of light, doing what I gotta do. We're gonna get through these tough times in crypto no matter what. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Might as well start with the lemon water every single morning. I drink a big old glass of lemon water to start my day. The lemon makes your body alkaline, which helps decalcify your pineal gland, which helps you become more open-minded, which helps you express yourself and connect to your interdimensional self, who you really truly are. I believe I'm an interdimensional being that's just spending some time on this earth, and I'm going to be traveling the ether for many, 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 many thousands and millions of years. So this is just one stop on my long, long journey, and I'm ready to rock it out with you. So if you're with that, if you're with me, let's rock it out. This is my doing damage glass. Let's keep drinking that lemon water. Let's keep our pineal glands clear. Let's get ourselves to the next level. Let's drink that honey. The honey really kills virals. Very good way to keep viruses out of your body. With a lot of stuff flying around. Keep that immune system strong. Lemon and honey is the first way to do that. All right, shout out to everyone here on the live. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. You know, what a beautiful day. What do you think of that music? Good little music. Good starting out music. Keep you moving. Just enough to keep you jumping. Keep you grinding, baby. Keep you grinding, baby. Shout out to everyone here. Hope you're having a wonderful time right now. So close. All right, I'm going to load up the charts, and we're going to get it in. All right? Telling you, it's coming. It's coming. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the Crypto Lifer Show. And there you can see the money flowing into crypto behind me. People still buying it in. We're seeing some Matic getting bought. Some Shiba Inu still getting bought. A big sand buy right there. People buying in that Bitcoin continuously. There's always someone around the world deciding it's the first day to jump into Bitcoin. Remember that. Remember that. Shout out to all my lifers. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, calling yourself Crypto Lifers and being a part of the live stream. Make sure I don't got any glitches in the screen. We all pretty good. Seems to be one there. Is there one there? No, that's actually a bull or something, right? What is that right there? Anyway. No, it's like a shadow, right? Yeah, there's a bull right behind me. Yeah. Okay. And these are bulls. It's funny, the bulls, they're like water buffaloes, really, right? Okay, so I'm looking at a short here for Bitcoin. I don't like to waste your time, so I like to show you exactly what I was looking at when I started my morning. This is my new indicator that was created by me and a lovely engineer of mine, Danny. Danny sat with a lot of my ideas and skills, and he wrote a beautiful script. We're going to work on it and tweak on it here and there, but I mean, it tells you rocket ships where you're ready to rock, and it gives you diamonds where you're ready to get out. It has nothing to do with market cipher. It's completely based on my indicators, and no one else has actually done this type of indicator. Can't even reveal how it was used. The guy who created it is a brainiac. Trying to decipher his brain and recreate this indicator will be very, very hard. So that's how we know it kind of stands the test of time. Look at these nukes. Tell you you're at the top. That nuke said, get out. You're going to drop. Beautiful thing. It's got a really good way about it. Also, down here, you're going to see multiple RSIs. You're going to see the daily RSI, the 12-hour, the 6-hour, and then a medium RSI in between. And you're going to be able to watch different things. When you see the purple getting low on the red, that's a good sign you're getting extended. That's like the 4-hour and the 12-hour both getting low. All of these other indications take in RSI too as well. This indicator is an RSI indicator. Whenever you see the rocket ship, it means all the RSIs are low. The 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, right? All the RSIs that I teach. Isn't that interesting? So we took everything that I teach and we crammed it into a beautiful, beautiful indicator. It's unbelievable. However, I want to say this right now. To everybody watching, if you're one of my beginners, don't get excited and say, word, I don't have to learn now. I can just slap the indicator on, because that's not going to work. Eventually, you're going to not know what's going on, and I believe you will end up getting rocked. You have to understand my trading style to be able to use this indicator, the lifer indicator. It's locked right now. We're still figuring out how much we want to charge for it. I'll be honest. Everyone says, oh, it should be cheap, you know. At the same time, you have to give value to things dependent on the market, okay? Time is money. I spent 15 years trading. I bet 7 years doing technical analysis. My trading style came out of 5 years of banging my head against a wall. And then, you know, the 2.5 years of constantly on the channel. And then I eventually found my special sauce, my little je ne sais quoi, right? My cup and handles and all this craziness. My tightness and the moving averages, everything we talk about, we're getting tight there on the 15-minute on the Bitcoin short. However, and then Danny worked with me another 6-7 months. So this indicator took 7 years to create. It took 7 years of knowledge to come to fruition. This indicator started a long time ago before I even knew I was going to have it. So I just got to bring it up. Also, isn't it fun with the nukes and the little rocket ships? We keep it fun here. Also, how we're doing this nuances of RSIs and never seen it before. So we have some stuff here that you've never seen. It's going to be very hard to trade with this indicator if you don't take my beginner's course, if you don't start from scratch, okay? You still got to start from scratch and do the right thing. This won't be coming out for probably a couple weeks. My team and me are going to develop the proper way to sell it, the proper way to market it. All that has to come to fruition. Might even have to have a little bit of a logo for itself. We're going to figure all that out. So give us some time, but I am revealing the beginnings of something really, really cool on the channel, and I'm excited to bring this to your attention. And honestly, if you know how systematic I am and how anal I am and how hard I work and how much I put into my technical, special sauce, then you're going to know this indicator. If anyone watching this right now, I'd be freaking out for this indicator. I'd be like, man, I need to get my hands on this lifer indicator. Shout out to anyone who saw me on BitBoy last night. We do a BitBoy special. If you saw me on BitBoy last night, head on over to the channel. Watch that. Watch it again if you can. Give it a like. Give it a notification. Okay? And then if you could retweet it on your Twitter. Take a picture of you retweeting that on your Twitter, and you will get I'll throw you basically for $100 usually is for the month. We'll throw you a 25% discount. If you do that, it'll be $75. And you can pay in PayPal or in cryptocurrency to join my trading group just for the 1 month. But what you have to do is take a picture of me on BitBoy and then post that picture to your Twitter account and say, just saw, and if you don't have a Twitter account, make one. All right. And then tag me in it, tag BitBoy in it, and say, just saw crypto on Crypto Lifer on the BitBoy YouTube channel. Bang. And then send a screenshot to cryptolifers@gmail. I'll also see that you tagged me, but send a screenshot to cryptolifers@gmail and say, I would like to join the trading group for the 25% off. And we'll get you in immediately. So if that sounds exciting, I think you would take advantage of that. Then you get a discount to start off with the lifer. See how you like it. See what you want to do. And then you can go on from there. Okay? Jazz? Do we do jazz today? I don't know. Hip hop? Do we change it up? It's got to be instrumentals, though. I love hip hop instrumentals, for sure. Hip hop instrumentals for the day, and then we keep it moving. Lo-fi. I like lo-fi hip hop too, not too bad, but I don't want to put people to sleep. You know? Global sounds, dramatic string. I'm just looking for some cool music for the stream. Jazz beat, cozy acoustic. Horror beats, nah. Indie instrumentals. What I just want is, see, you can't. That's why I always just do the house, because house music is just like the most just like flowy. It's got that energy and that feel. So, all right, let's get into Bitcoin for the day. You see, I got a short pump in here, looking like it wants to pump to the upside. This is my indicator. We'll turn it off so you can really see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to take you some time to get used to that indicator. But right now, when you look at the 15-minute, this thing popped just as I spoke about here in the last 15 minutes. We had a nice green candle and a pop to the upside. Okay. And I was looking at it. My entry right around this area here actually would have been there, but we'll see because it was earlier when I talked about this. But 15-minute candle is up to the upside. I want to see this breach this falling wedge and break to the upside. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. It says this thing wants to rip. So I like what I'm seeing here on the Bitcoin short to the upside. Bitcoin short says this will continue to the upside, possible 25% gains out of this for the day. So I'm looking at this very, very closely. The Bitcoin short. All right. Again, that's the trade of the day for me. And there it is. There it is. Trade of the day. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the next live stream. Shout out. I can't play the Lifer song because it's copyrighted and I got to get it whitelisted. And that's why I don't play it, because I don't want the video to be hit with a copyright infringement. That's why I don't play the Lifer song, because I got professional. I realized what was happening, why we were getting less views. And I was like, oh, you know, I entered the 3L trades earlier and I'm up 17% already. Congratulations. But we don't talk about Bruno since he's stuck in my head anyways. Best isn't bad. I don't know what that means. Crypto is life. Shout out to everyone here. I'm going to attempt to do a roll call. I don't do a roll call. I haven't done it in a long time. Almost impossible. But shout out to Kelly Carmardell. I love that name. Wayne Mustafa, Rodney Robinson, Grace Ashley Harris coming through. Sam B, Wayne Mustafa, Andrew Sulo. Thank you for coming in, Sulo. Fred Storer. Thank you. Unpaid Mechanic. My man Chrissy Fouts from day one. Jordan Baker. Scott Lee. Scott, thanks for all your amazingness, man. You're amazing. Love learning as usual. Zero Allegiance with the $5 super chat. Woo, always coming through with the love. Mike Evans, Christopher Petro, Zero Allegiance again. Sam B, Mel G, Chrissy Feltz, Mike Miller, K Dub, Grace Ashley Harris in the spot. Another mod coming through for me. Thank you so much. Crypto Cash, Crypto Not, Jonathan Lane, Ajit Shaku, Jonathan Lane, Philippe, Deborah Hardy. Shout out to Deborah. Chris Ray, my man, Chris Ray. You're the man. Good chat last night. Shout out to Chris Ray. Appreciate you, man. Brad Esing, Fingbook, Rodney Robinson, Wayne Mustafa, Chris O'Connor, man. Thank you for coming on in. My Irish brother. Shout out to all you. I wish I could just do it all. But again, the stream would never go on. Deanne Bagwell, I'm so blessed. K-Dub, my dude. DJ Roland Rock, my man. Deon Bagwell. All my love, people. Stray Dog 6 and everyone else. Larry Barmley, hey, boss. Can't wait for those rocket ships. Hi, y'all. Lifer, Gem Alert, Tonic. Take a look. Yeah, we looked at Tonic yesterday. Tectonic. And we'll take a look at it again today. Thank you for bringing that back up on the radar. So I like a Bitcoin short here on this cup and handle to the upside just for the 1 hour. Just for the 1 hour. Okay? It's a small scalp. Don't expect a lot out of it. Why? And I'll tell you why in a second. Levels to watch for Bitcoin. And we're going to break it down. All right. Might even just get there. I don't know if you'll get the whole 25%. I play it till the stochastics get hit. They'll tell you when a certain level will hit. It will be probably, it's usually a resistance though. 90% of the time, the high stochastics line up with a resistance. Okay. All right, I used the wireless keyboard and it was like acting up for a second, not making my lines. I'm like, that can't be happening. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. USDT on Binance. Okay, so this is what I'm suggesting is possible. See that short we're looking at? Looks like, and it's starting to come down right now. Looks like Bitcoin will make a right shoulder here of this inverted head and shoulder. That's what I'm looking at in the 1 hour. No guarantees, but it's something that I'm proposing could possibly happen. And look, bottom of the channel. Kind of hung out on the top of the channel, back to the bottom of the channel. This was a rising wedge that broke to the downside. You could say, you could almost say, yeah, that was, yeah, I mean, it was. It broke to the downside, kind of did a somewhat of a bearish retest off of this resistance. And it's interesting, the resistance was right there. All right, so something is going on. But the resistance is right there, flat on, okay? Bang, bang, bang. Interesting, okay? My wife's asleep. what is going down. I put brand new batteries in this last night too. About to get a new keyboard. Something was weird about this thing from the jump. Levels to watch though. Making a right shoulder and bouncing to the upside if this does break out. You'll get a measured move from the neckline to the head, and highly likely this is where you're going to go on this swing. And you'll be able to get from there to there once it comes back down. So let's take a look at the price range there, somewhere in the shoulder. Another 6% scalp, and that's why we'll use BTC 3L and turn that into a 20% win, you know? That's the key. It's going to 33K. Shout out to Mukani Kali. Nobody knows where it's going to go. I don't do that. I'll show you what the chart says, and we'll look at the chart every other day and figure it out. Lemon all over it. Shout out to Kelly Carmadelli. Thank you, Kelly. Is it Carmadel or Carmadelli? Carmadelli would sound cool, but I think it's Carmadel, like Farmer in the Dell. Yeah. Sam kicked butt at the BitBoy channel yesterday. Thank you, Felipe, man. I know he called the trade, said bye. That was funny. Fingbook, yeah. Lifer, can you look at Theta and T-Fuel, please? Thank you. Yeah, T-Fuel's been doing damage. Interesting. I saw it up yesterday pretty nicely, and then I put in a bit of a flag. And a Bitcoin Phantom short, and it looked the same as the Bitcoin short. Yeah, exactly. Smash that like button. Thank you for the 105 likes. Just one click away. Truly helps the Lifer community. Brrr. Big snowflakes coming down. Zero allegiance. Love it. I love when the big snowflake. We're getting a huge storm here in Boston Friday night. We'll get a big storm tomorrow night coming into Boston. It is 9 degrees today. 9 degrees. We're tough winter Vikings. We're tough Irish winter Vikings out here in the Northeast. That's why you can't mess with the Northeast people. We're strong. Not like those, those Florida people. I'm just messing. I love y'all Florida people. I'm going to become one of them very, very soon. I wouldn't even dare say that. I want Rodney to come get me. I just want to see his face when he rings my doorbell. What were we saying about Florida? You saying something about Florida? Why don't you come outside? Shout out to everyone. This is an amazing show where we go over Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. We go over all coins, small coins, big coins. We go over the market cap, the dollar index, the Dow. We show you everything that's happening in the market to kind of give you perspective and show you what's cracking. I thought today would be bullish for the Dow. Don't you remember me saying that? I don't remember in the screen share as well, because I suggested that we would start to pump to the upside. We'd have to have a 1 hour down to the downside, but that today the 1 hour was ready to flip. The Dow is up 319 points as projected yesterday in my live stream. Watch my live streams, write down the things I said. Be like, yesterday he said this, yesterday he said, and then come here to the live stream and check off what was correct or what wasn't. Keep doing that over time, and then you'll be able to see if it's worth coming here or not. It's all transparent. You're going to see it every single day. Shout out to all my lifers. It's about you and each of you coming to the live. This channel is about each and every one of you changing your lives. This channel is about you seeing things differently. This channel is about you being able to see an inverse head and shoulders when maybe last week you couldn't. This is about you finding a cup and handle when maybe last week you couldn't. This is about you setting your support and resistance where maybe last week you forgot or didn't remember or didn't use it. This is about you learning your Fibonacci's, your levels, and getting into a trading group that will change your life. Not just a trading group that's like, I'll be there every single day. I spend hours and hours a day in that trading group. I'm going to give you everything I have. We had a weekly screen share last night. Every single Wednesday from 6 to 8, we had a weekly screen share. This is about you changing your life. If you're ready, $99 a month is nothing to change your life and get knowledge that a 0.001% of the entire United States population knows what divergence is. Nobody knows what divergence is. If you know something that nobody knows, that gives you an edge, okay? 224 people in. Take a second and hit that like button, please. Hit the like button. If you're watching on your phone, flip away the comment section, hit that like button. If you're driving, pull on over for a second, give yourself a deep breath, meditate, hit the like button. If you're outside working with your hands or you're a mechanic, if you're doing something, just wipe your hands with a cloth, wipe it down, grab that phone, hit the like button, put the phone on back. I appreciate each and every one. If you're jogging, jog in place for a split second, just take the phone out. Don't stop your heart rate. Jog in place, hit that like button, put it back in, keep going. What if I did the whole show and I was like, guys, I don't get to jog a lot, so I'm going to jog during the show, all right? So I'm just like, I realized I wasn't getting enough cardio, so I'm going to make sure that I do both during the show, so I'm going to be jogging during the show. I'm back, all right. So here's a cup and handle, and it's coming up to the upside. Hi, Larry. See you next week. What if I was live jogging? Oh, I'm out of my mind. But this is a reality show trying to entertain you while I'm teaching you. They say when the brain gets entertained, when the brain gets pulled in, you learn more. So I'm actually trying to hit you with an alpha beta state. I'm doing something scientific, what I did do to you, trying to get you to learn in a fun, informational way. Nobody wants to see a teacher that looks like chalk on a board, So we're going to watch this come to the downside. We're suggesting that we do get a pullback here on the right shoulder. But then again, I'm foreseeing something big here that we would just kind of cup out here
hopefully hit this level. If we don't break this nice support here at 35,500, we could see some beautiful upside, okay? 4 hour really wants to roll and is getting a bit of a bullish cross there. See? Starting to get away, and we got 2 big candles in the 4 hour. Can we make a 3 white soldier pattern, which kind of played out? There's 3 white soldiers. Eventually, it would play up to the upside. We would get a nice high there. So it's not all bearish. The bearish is a small trade, and then I'd be flipping to bullish for Bitcoin, at least back up to the top of the channel here. What we're going for, what we want to see Bitcoin do is, you know, and I'm a channel trader, like pattern trader, up, down, up, down. So the target for Bitcoin is 39,230. That'll be the target for Bitcoin, okay? Once we reset here on the right shoulder and we start to break on out, okay? That's what we're looking for. So I got you set up for the day. That's going to take care of us. This 1 hour is going to take us till about 5, 6 o'clock, because the 1 hour takes about 6 to 12 hours depending. And it's about what, 10:30 right now on the dot. So at around 4:30, 7:30, around that area, between 4:30 and 7:30, this should have come on down, unless there's just a massive dump. It can happen in an hour. So don't, but on average, from my whole time of trading in my life, this takes about, I don't know, 6 to 12 hours depending. I like to say more like 8 to 12, somewhere in that pocket. So we're going to check on this at about 7 o'clock tonight, 6 o'clock tonight. We should be down here. That's why I put my alert here, so I don't have to stare at it. The alert will let me know when that hits. I'll be ready to rock. So that's something I'll be watching when that comes on down. Okay, we should have made a right shoulder. My projection, if my projection plays out, then it's also easier. When you project and the projection plays out, it's way easier to make the trade then. Because you're like, all right, I saw this was going to happen like this, and it did. And then I'm going to move forward with it. It's pretty interesting, pretty fun. So that's something I want to bring up to you and break down. So I do see, I do see Peter Ducey. I do see this coming down and moving to the upside. And I do see the 4 hour moving to the upside. All right, so show me the charts and I'll show you the news. And I do see the daily also starting to show signs of life here, curving, but can it keep pushing up? We don't want to see some little signs of bearishness on the daily right there. And we're getting into a bigger chart for that, because I know you can't see with all my work that I did in the smaller time frames. But that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. In the first 10 minutes here, I've already looked at a cup and handle on the 1 hour short. I've already given you a projection into later on in the afternoon, and I already got to get you into I already kind of presented the idea that the statistical and the technical analysis present maybe a roll up on the 4 hour to the upside. But again, anything is possible. Bitcoin could double bottom here and continue down. Like, nothing is guaranteed in trading. I want everyone to know that. As much as I draw these things and they do play out, and it looks like I'm a psychic, it's just simply probability. I'm just playing the probability to my favor. Technical analysis is using indicators to find probabilities of the highest chance of success. Again, technical analysis is using indicators to find probabilities with the highest chance of success. Nothing more, nothing less. Shout out to T-Money. Yo, yo, yo. I made it great. Shout out to T-Money. Thanks for coming on in. Flexispot desk bike. I did Google Images. It looks way cool. It's brilliant. Oh yeah, the Flexispot desk bike. It's funny. I mean, it's good to have that kind of thing going on, you know? Get that cardio moving, get your blood. People don't realize when you have blood flowing through your body, it helps you remove toxins because your blood's getting filtered through all of your organs. So that's why exercise, when you sit around all day, your blood doesn't get as much cycling. You don't extract as much toxins. You don't sweat. Sweating helps up immense toxins. So if you can sweat every day, you can get your heart rate up and sweat every day. You're cleaning your blood. You get it? That's what you're doing. You're cleaning out your blood. You're using your organs to run your blood through filters, just like a car filter. So you gotta move every day. You gotta be active, or you are gonna get chunked up full of toxins. Then it's gonna start hurting your joints. Then you're gonna get arthritis. Then you're gonna go to the doctors. They're gonna pump you with pills, and then you're gonna be freaking one of those. Who do you want to be? Do you want to take control of your life, or do you want to fall down that hole? And again, I'll be 60 years old, probably in the best shape of my life, and you can do that. I truly believe it's possible. All right? And I believe having a good mental state and a good physical body is part of trading and part of hitting it. All right? Cold showers are cool too. I did them for a while. They can be tough. They can be tough. I'm a heat guy. I really like a lot of hot. I like heat, but I agree with you. I'm going to the gym today. You better go to the gym today. Don't play games. Endorphins. Go and get going. You don't need, yeah, and that's another thing what he just said. You get depressed. Why do you get depressed? Because you don't have any adrenaline. You're not making any, you don't have endorphins. When you work out, you release endorphins. That gets addicting. When you see those guys pumping at the gym, they're getting like a mass sense of endorphins. So when they make up the next morning, you get addicted to going to the gym. After 2 or 3 weeks of pumps, you want to pump. You're like, dude, I need a pump again. Like, you want to get a pump. It becomes an addiction if you can get into it. Make good habits an addiction. It'll be the best thing you ever did. Such an Aries, fire signs. How do you know I'm an Aries? Yeah, you're spot on. So there is the idea for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the world markets. Let's jump on into the Dow Jones Industrial. What did I see happening yesterday in the Dow? Well, the Dow pumped up. I suggested we had a reversal in the Dow. A video will be coming out later on today of how I predicted a reversal in the Dow. How do you predict a reversal in the Dow when the whole world... This is why I want to teach you. Water is flowing. Water is flowing. Like, I'm using a metaphor like I always do. Water is flowing. 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 And then it's hard to be an Aries, the living form of planet Mars. It's pretty crazy, right? You bragged about it the other day, Aries, LOL. Thanks for letting me know I'm a bragger. He's just an Aries. See, he might be an Aries the way he said that. It's 40, man. I love Aries. Check Trader Joe, USDT. Okay, I will. XYZ Trader Joe. Just got my endorphins going this morning, exercising with my wife. Smart. Hey, that is an exercise. TMI, but that is a beautiful exercise. Do what you got to do. I'm happy you and your wife have a lovely relationship. It sounds lovely. If I was single, I'd love to jump on it. Sandwich time. No, I'm just making a joke. I love each and every one of you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Aries are button heads with their horns. Wait, Sam, a breaker? No way. Love you, man. Oh, Rodney. Low blow from Rodney Robinson. Don't look at the sun sign, Aries. Rising sign and moon is important. Aura, wow. My wife does Zumba. That's awesome. Zumba's great. So check it out. We looked at the Dow Jones Industrial and we saw that it was in an inverted head and shoulder in a cup and handle, and it was making a wedge to break to the upside. And it did that. And then I made the measured move and it did that as well. Went sideways, but look, shoulder, head. Again, the patterns won't be as nice in regular trading. They're more droopy because look at all the days that they miss and all the hours while you're asleep. Cryptocurrency is 24/7. The charts are smoother, easier to trade. It's another reason why I trade cryptocurrency. The charts are smoother. I'm going to make the top 10 reasons why trading crypto is better than trading stocks. Crypto Lifer, you're the best of the best chart readers. Thank you very much, Bullish Shalom. I appreciate you saying that, man. Hey, you heard it here first from him. I didn't say it. I didn't brag. He was bragging about me. So it was what it was. I wish cryptocurrency are that energetic like you. Yo, if you like Sam to do some deep dive or TA, send in a super chat. Crypto Life, you're the best. Thank you, Bullish Shalom. I appreciate you. So look, cup and handle on the Dow Jones Industrial. All right. And now I'm going to blow your mind right now. Look at this. Look at this. What do you think is going to happen to the Dow? Well, today is going to be tough, but it's actually flipping bullish right now. 15 minutes going to go a little sideways, flipping bullish. We're going to have a good bow. It's at 395 based on the stochastics RSI, and now I've been playing with this. This should come on up. That will take 2 to 3 hours. The Dow will close. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Dow close somewhere up in here, above this resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Dow at about 35,300 and breaking into the 35,000 region. This could also be a bit of a weird inverted head and shoulder. See how I do so much work, though? That's my mini work that you can't see unless we zoom in. This is my big work. Look at the Dow in a giant cup and handle that I talked about here. Look at this. And that could be considered a cup and handle to the upside. We take a look at the 4 hour. That's the most important. And that pushed to the upside nicely. Does want to roll over a little bit. I'd be careful for, maybe, Monday morning. Could have more momentum, though. We are crossing the momentum bridge. And we could shoot up. What we want to see is the Dow get to somewhere here. 36,400, at least 35,686. And then it will come back down for support. Let's take a look at that daily for the Dow. The daily's ready to rock. Says this cup and handle's beautiful. And my measured move's waiting. So I actually like what I'm seeing a lot, and we breached. Look at the daily candle. We did break the trend line to the upside. That's a breakout. As long as we stay above 33,900 on the daily, look for more action in the Dow. So forget what they told you. Forget what the Fed meetings is. Forget what the hawkishness is. Forget all the fear and greed and index and all those people. Forget it all. Don't forget the fear and greed index, but forget the fear and greed. And just look at the charts. My charts are telling us that we're ready to rock on the Dow. And if the Dow's ready to rock, Bitcoin's going to be in a good place. So deep breaths for everybody right now on the Dow. And the daily, look at the last time the daily was low. It was on December 2nd. And it would go all the way to a high oscillation to the January 2nd. So usually when the daily's low, it gives you about 3 to 4 weeks of loveliness in the overall uptrend. So it's saying we're going to have a trend in the Dow to the upside. Based on my cup and handle thesis here, I've studied it many times. It doesn't have to be a perfect cup and handle. It can be twisted, split, sideways, up and down, reactive. I don't care. The algorithm will pick up on it. I trade like a bot. We will all trade like bots, and we will bot our way through this. So this is amazing. The Dow Jones Industrial looks absolutely beautiful on the daily time frame. So that's the overall world markets. Let's take a look at the dollar index now and how it juxtaposes with Bitcoin. Now, look, we talked about it on the daily recently. If you're watching my channel yesterday, I said I'm a little worried for Bitcoin because the dollar wants to pop. I said, but Bitcoin was low on the 1 hour too. And I said, that's a bit strange. They're correlated right now. They both popped together last night. Did you not realize that? Did anyone put that together? I thought that was strange, but it is like two blinkers that are offset. Every once in a while, they'll blink together again and then they'll get off pattern. And then every once in a while, like, they'll seem like they blink together and then they get offset. And that's what's happening right now. If you've ever watched two cars, like your mom left you in a car when you were a kid and you sat and watched two cars and there was a blinker and another blinker. I've seen this happen in real time. Has anyone put a 1? Have you seen that? Or am I just out of my mind insane? Or has everyone else have you ever sat in a car, you've seen two blinkers or two blinking lights, they eventually connect together in pattern, but eventually they split off. And then if you watch them for long enough, you see they split together in pattern. I'd really like to know if someone else has seen that or I'm just a weirdo. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Fire sign out. Crypto Cam. Fire sign shout out. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Shout out to the fire signs. Drink water. Sagittarius are the best. My wife's a Sag. I love Sag. Oh, so a lot of people put 1, so I'm not the only one to have done that. Amazing. Amazing. That's a weird little thing. You ever talked about someone like that? You ever say, hey, did you ever sit in a car alone and watch two lights blink? A lot of cool stuff comes up on this channel. Shout out to Altcoin Daily. Shout out to Meg. And shout out to Crypto Crusader. Everyone that was on my live stream. Check out their channels. Check them out. Amazing people. Altcoin Daily, though. Those two guys, Austin and Aaron. What great brothers. What nice people. Now, look, that's a shoulder, a head, and a mini little right shoulder. If you go to a smaller time frame, you'll see what I'm putting down. You'll see what I'm putting down. So look, we talked about this yesterday. It was a bull pennant. I said it broke back into the pennant. I said highly likely to break to the upside. I said that's not too good for Bitcoin. Okay. But then I saw they were correlated, and I was like, it looks like they're going to kind of go up together. Last night they did. Bitcoin and the dollar both went up together. You tell me how that happens, but it happened. Okay. Now we're overbought on the dollar and Bitcoin. Looks like they're correlated. What if they get direct? This would be strange. But eventually, I think they'll offset. The dollar will stay down here while Bitcoin pops back up, and then they'll be offset again. That's what I'm hoping happens. I mean, unless we're getting into some strange anomaly of times, but we'll see. So this came up. You got to kind of look around and look for your previous support and resistance lines. Always look left. So Daddy's got to go get a new keyboard today at the store. Bring this thing back. It like broke. It doesn't work. It's working now, but I got like slam on the key for it to work. So there's our support and resistance lines on the dollar index, US dollar. Also, is it not in a giant cup and handle? Which worries me a little bit because I'm Sammy Cup and Handy. And I can't negate what I've been trading for 7 years over and over again. I always talked about this. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and it broke to the upside. I just love revealing the reasons why price action went in a certain way. Bang, right? Measured move and all. Like, so let's look at the daily for the dollar wants to dump on us. Bitcoin's down there. So this is a good sign. Look at this. Tells me that Bitcoin's going to have a pretty good couple of weeks. Maybe a pretty good month. Why is that? Well, let's flip to the daily on Tether dominance. Let's flip to the daily on the dollar index. Let's flip to the daily on Mr. Bitcoin. Shall we? Oh, actually, let's do this. This will be kind of fun. So we could put Bitcoin here. Okay. on the daily time frame. Even doing this is a skill, learning how to play with the charts the proper way, see what you want. Now, Bitcoin is in a falling wedge that wants to break to the upside. It's in a bullish pattern. It could kind of roll. This is what's worrying me, this little roll here. I've seen that drop back down. It's a little worrisome sign, okay? So then you got the US dollar index, okay? You can see the third chart's been like deleting price action. It's been a glitch. But what I want to show you, we're just looking at stochastics anyway, the main thing here. But so we're going to look at the dollar index and look. It's very high here on the daily time frame, okay? We look at the US tether dominance and it looks like it wants to flip a little bit, like play a little game. But at the same time, it's been curving up. It looks like it flip a little bit up. That maybe Bitcoin's flip a little bit down, but then boom, and then boom. Overall, it does look like in the coming weeks, we should have a move for Bitcoin based on these three charts. Okay. Anything could change. We'll keep looking at them throughout the week. Anything could change. All right. Okay, Mercury retrograde electronics. They say 30, big one coming out of nowhere. Yikes. Probably the Apple update going to wipe out people's crypto accounts and won't be able to log in. So I went and made sure I had everything written down. Interesting. Yeah, you could do that. There's also there's books that have invisible ink and you could do that too. So the book looks blank, but if you have the right type of light, you can see everything. It's kind of a cool thing to do too if you'd like to do something like that. What do you use USDT dominance for? I want to find out when people are going to get scared and run into Tether. If they're going to run into Tether, dominance is going to push to the upside. If dominance is overbought and people are going to start selling off, it tells me that money's going to flow back into Bitcoin. It's a seesaw. Either Bitcoin's rising and Bitcoin dominance is dropping, or Bitcoin or US Tether dominance is dropping, or the other way around. You see what I'm saying? Because of the FUD on Bitcoin, we would love to. A beginner's course is Tuesday, February 1st, 3 to 5. Saturday, February. I don't know if it's Saturday. You got to talk to my wife before you just tell people I'm doing a class on Saturday. All right? Because I don't know if it is Saturday, honestly. I don't think I'm doing it on Saturday. So I love you, Live Learning. I love that you're helping me out. I just don't want a bunch of people waiting for me on Saturday when I'm not going to be there. And I don't know my own schedule. My wife makes it. And I believe I do the last Saturday of the month is when I do a Saturday course. I don't do a course every Saturday. It's only once a month I do a Saturday course. So please don't tell people I'm doing Saturday of February 5th. I'm sorry. I'm very anal about my schedule, so I don't want people thinking that I'm doing something. Thank you. You got it off the calendar. So maybe it is there. So my wife has it on the calendar without telling me. Amazing. Saturday. Yeah. Hey, if enough people sign up, I'll do it. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe sorry, I apologize. I don't know my own life, apparently. That's what happens when you start running a YouTube channel. You don't have your own life anymore. People tell you what to do, where to go. Not everything, but you have an interview here. You got to do this with this person. And you're just like, all right. Like yesterday, my wife was like, you have to go get a haircut right now because you're going to be on BitBoy. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a haircut now. I can't really make plans anymore. Like anyone's like, hey, when you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, ask my wife. And she'll tell you, she'll schedule it. And people are like, that's a little strange. I'm like, yeah, I know. But, like my best friend the other day, he's like, you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, email cryptolifers@gmail. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's the easiest way for us to hang out. I'm joking, but that would be hilarious. It would be funny. Sup, I'm new to your channel. Any thoughts on cake? I love cake. I've been in cake for a long time. I still stake cake secretly. Don't tell anybody. Shh. No, but I love cake. I love cake, and cake's been a beauty of mine. So we went over Bitcoin. We kind of have a good idea what's happening with Bitcoin. We went over the Dow. We have a good thing what's happening with the Dow. I feel comfortable, and we know they're correlated, so okay. And we went over to the dollar index, and we're comfortable with what we see with the dollar index, right? It's pumping now, but it's suggesting a bit of a downside of the 1 hour, and it did get rejected. Tweezer tops, in a way. Those are tweezer tops. That's a tweezer. That's a tweezer. That's 3 tweezer tops. Usually represents a downside movement, right? Daily also says that. So says the dollar doesn't really want to pump too much more, but we shall see. But that's what we're getting from the indicators, okay? Let's take a look at ETH BTC, just kind of seeing how ETH and Bitcoin are doing against each other. It's always a good indication of the altcoins, the market, kind of what's going on overall. You want to check out ETHBTC throughout your time as a trader here. So interesting. If we look at the bigger time frame here that we've been on ETHBTC for a long time, like a long time. Like we suggested a trade here. The trade's actually still bullish. Like the trade actually never really went bearish ever since about August of 2020. So soon it will be a 2-year-long trade that has just been continuing to move. So ETH has continually been beating up on Bitcoin, and it's in a bit of a bullish rectangle on the 3-day and suggesting that it pumps to the upside. Now, if we're in a bear market, why would ETHBTC ready to pump to the upside? That would mean there have to be some movement with ETH. That would mean ETH had to have been kind of getting excited. So show me the chart, show me the news. These charts are telling me that we're going to have some movement in the market in the next few weeks to the month. And I don't think we're going to be some dismal bear market. But again, actually, I don't know. When I use the word I think, I have to hit myself with a ring and a soft spot on my arm. Because I don't want to use think when I'm trading. It's the worst thing you could do. You watch a YouTuber who like, I think we're going to, don't do that. No. You don't want to use your brain and like I think. I use my brain to interpret the probabilities of the oscillators. That is it. No emotions needed, please, at all. This is a rising wedge. If a rising wedge breaks out parabolic, this thing will break out. That's also considered a cup and handle. The handle does not have to be a downward handle. It could be an outward handle. As long as you can put your hand on it and take a sip of that tea, it's a handle. Okay? So ETHBTC looks like it could get up here to about 13 cents. Okay? 13 cents. Now let's jump into the news. So this is how the show's going to go. Just so everybody knows, you're new to the show. Okay? We're going to go over Bitcoin, total 2. Let's take a look at total. Now levels to watch for the whole market cap. This is what the title of the video was about. Crucial levels for the market cap. Crucial levels for the market cap. And let's break it down. And why. Okay? You can see the market cap at beautiful resistance here on 4 wicks. So there's strong support at $1.48 trillion, a little bit below $1.5 trillion. Let's go over the 3-day chart. Every single time it was beat to the ground. Here it got beat down. And again, a lot of downside, but it doesn't spend much time down here. I mean, that's the longest it's spent in the life cycle of this chart. Had another little dip where it did get lower, but it eventually grew on out of there with the divergence to the upside. Suggests that maybe we could pop and still go lower and end up down here. I'm not ruling out 1.29 trillion, and I'm not ruling out 1.19 trillion. However, if we don't, we cannot break this level here at $1.48 trillion. Cannot break it. We break that, that's when I would open up a large short on the market. Okay? $1.48 trillion is my line in the sand. We crack that, I'm going to turn bearish. Like more, I'm still bearish over. I was bearish when we did. Let's make it clear. I was bearish when we didn't break 59K. I've been bearish ever since. I called the bearish divergence at 69K and said we're going to have a reversal. The weekly was far away from the 21-day moving average, and I said every time frame that I use, I go back when we hit the 21-day moving average. I talked about that yesterday. The 21-day moving average. The 21-day moving average. Look how price got kind of wicked down and held by the 200-day. We touched the 200-day moving average. Really good sign on the 3-day chart. Okay. Let's move back into the daily chart. And the total market cap, just this little curve worries me, but we could flip up at any moment. It's not bearish, it's not bullish. I've seen these curve down though. It's just they're getting close. But they're building it also means they're building a plateau, a flatter area where they could boom up. We are in a bear market and we'll maybe bounce on 29K. Yeah, we've been in a bear market since yeah. I think we're in a bearish correction. I don't want to say bear market yet. Like, I don't know if we're going to go into the multi-year bear market, because that's what people say when they say we're in a bear market. Okay, we are in a downtrend right now that needs to propel itself to the upside, right? So look, this was a falling wedge that broke down. Then what you want to see is your points of resistance, and that's kind of a bearish retest of that resistance. So the 1 hour is going to dip on us. Okay. Watch how this chart's going to change. So this is what we saw yesterday. Watch how you have to change your trading style in 24 hours. Watch how it's never good enough. You got to put in so much effort to be a great trader. So much effort. Like, so much more than I thought I was putting in when I first started. Like, I was like I was being halfway with it. I was nowhere near where I needed to be. I'm trying to set the standard so you all see how hard it is how hard you have to work. You see how hard I work. You know how hard I work. If you're in my trading group, you know immensely how hard I work. And I love it. I love it. I said to everybody, my grandfather was a bricklayer who worked 7 days a week. My dad would eventually leave Boston to go get work as an iron worker, and he would work 7 days a week. I am third generation of a man. I don't know about my great-grandfather Moses, but I'm pretty sure. But I'm third generation in the Price family men to work 7 days a week, and I take pride in that. I take pride in that. So, yes. So, total market cap coming down here on the 1 hour. We are going to see a pullback today. How low? We don't want to break 1.59 trillion. That would be beautiful. It'd be nice if we don't even break, this next level here a little further up. Let's get rid of this white line. This level right here, see? And why am I pinpointing this area? Because it's this line right there at $1.62 trillion. Could we bounce, come down and bounce? However, the stochastics RSI tell us on the 1 hour chart, we should see some pullback. We should see some pullback. All right. Could be a bearish retest of this trend line too. All right. I'm going to delete everything else right now. I'm going to show you the big weekly chart. And we're going to show you the levels to watch and why this is a crucial level. So now look, when we look at the weekly and we look at the entire market cap of cryptocurrency, you can see what's really going down now. Okay. I love this track. This track's hot. If you don't like this track, sorry. So check this out. Crucial level for Bitcoin right there. I did point out on BitBoy yesterday, the last time we had a reversal, these two candles closed almost parallel and we had a wick, 2 wicks. These two candles closed almost parallel and we had 2 wicks. This candle was green last night and we were locked in like this. We've changed since then and we've lost some market cap. This market cap needs to move back up and we need to see this turn to a green candle and do the tweezer bottoms. If we can see that, I think we're in for some love. I'll tell you what right now. To me, this was the head and shoulder neckline. When the neckline's slanted, sometimes I take the shorter head or the shorter length of the pole. Okay? And bang. That was the measured move in my humble opinion. If you want to extend and go wick to wick and say we didn't hit it yet, okay, fine. That would be 1.16 trillion. I say with a wick that big, we hit the resistance and because we're at previous resistance there. So when I say crucial levels to watch in the market cap, I'm dead and serious. Okay? I'm dead serious. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. That's it. I'm done. I'm not saying another word. It just helps the channel and helps other people find what a head and shoulder is. You educate other people when you hit the like button because other people find it through the algorithm and then more people are empowered to learn and it's harder for the market maker to destroy them. So help keep someone from getting wrecked. Hit the like button. So check it out. So this is that idea. A lot of people did point that out. I did as well. And we did hit the measured move in my humble opinion. Crucial level to watch on the total market cap. This is all of cryptocurrency, 1.63 trillion. You got to look at this every day. You got to make this a habit. Every single day I look at the entire market. I look at every single faction I can. The total market cap. I got total 2 and total 3. What are those? Total 3 is all the altcoins excluding ETH and Bitcoin. Total 2 is all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin. Okay. Get educated, please. So if we break through this resistance, it's highly likely we come down here to $1.43 trillion. Okay. So another line in the sand, and then again, this would be sweeping lows of 30K. When you're talking about Bitcoin, it's basically the Bitcoin chart. This would be sweeping the lows at 30K. Now we break 30K. We're talking about coming back down here, and then we're talking about breaking $1 trillion in the market cap, and that's just not fun, right? So these are the crucial levels to watch. Crucial zones, crucial levels to watch on the weekly chart. Suggested that may have been our bottom. We do have tweezer bottoms right there. I'd like to see this weekly candle turn green. especially right there where it began. Then they would be parallel to the beginning, just like the last 1, 2, even 3 times we had a breakup on Bitcoin. So that's a pattern that has played out. The tweezer bottoms, and I mentioned it on BitBoy. I want to bring it up again. Saw you on ATB yesterday. Love the energy here. I'll be tuning in often. Thank you so much for doing that, man. Now you got bit by the crypto lifer bug. I'm telling you, once you get bit by the bug, you'll never come back. Once a lifer, always a lifer, man. And the fact that you saw me through there and you came, you're done. You're in. You're going to be a lifer, brother. You're going to be doing amazing things. I'm sure one day you're going to be showing me a chart, and I'm going to be able to make a play on it. We talked about this being a giant cup and handle yesterday on BitBoy 2 as well. This is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. But Bitcoin's was a little more rigid. This one looks better because it has a higher high. Bitcoin's is a bit closer. Okay. One last thing I want to look at and talk about, which is quite interesting. This is hidden bullish divergence. And it tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. We're also low on the stochastics. It's a really good sign. I believe the market is going to recover, everybody. Because I've played it there before and it made out. Same time I called that bottom there and it was the same idea. I had swing up to swing up. I had swing down to swing down. And I was low on the Stokes. I said hidden bullish. The trend will continue to the upside. I say this trend continues. Seeing some signs. I was able to call the bottoms the last 2 times. And I don't want everyone to say, oh, I'm going all in now. Lifer said the bottom's in. We're not there yet. Let us get above support and resistance. Let's see these things play out that I'm projecting. But, I mean, look. You can't hate on this idea here. And this would be simple. Up, down. This is just pattern trading. Some could say it's a broadening wedge. We could bounce off that, and then this could be electric. Let me build here for a second. Get out of here. So this whole... the keyboard's malfunctioning, like the escape button, everything. Crazy. Or maybe it needs to be here. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Yeah. So check it. Cup and handle, is it not? Cup and handle. Sammy Cup and Handy. Could the cup and handle get us out of these crucial zones? I mean, this is insane. This is insane what I'm showing everybody here. Could the cup and handle get us out of these crucial zones? And I'll tell you, we break any one of these 3 regions. That one I'll be breathing a little heavy. That one I'll be, and we break that. Then I'll be convinced that it's gonna take like a long time to dig our way out. However, the bigger time frame suggesting that we will have some type of movement. This wasn't supposed to go all wacky like that, but the escape button wouldn't work. What I can do is I can overlay itself so it's hidden. That's what I'll do. See, you get crafty. It would just be really thick right there. So ghetto though. You see what I'm doing? I'm hiding it inside itself because I couldn't delete it right. All right. So that's what we're seeing. But I did what I had to do, right? And look, then we would use this as beautiful support at $2.44 trillion. So I like what I'm seeing here. And I just built this today. I have never seen this before. I did this live with you. I believe I channel when I'm live on the live stream, and things come to fruition that I never would have maybe seen before. This is crazy. No one is pointing this out. I haven't seen anybody talk about it. No one sees this as a cup and handle right now. Nobody sees the support, okay? Nobody sees that this could possibly have been the exact target of the head and shoulder pattern, which is always a reversal. Not always, but like 90% of the time is a reversal for a long at the measured move of the head and shoulder. Sam, it was awesome to see you on BitBoys Live last night. I think you gave the best answers, man. Light in the dark. Thank you for saying that. I just said I thought I used the light. I said the word like too much. I want to stay away from doing that. I tend to do that. I just get talky and I'm like, like it's like. I watched it a few times and I thought I would like to procure a better speech pattern. Okay. Wow, we got big news coming in the crypto space today. I got a lot of news to hit you up with. I got a lot of news to hit you up with. Levels to watch for the total market cap for cryptocurrency. No other channel gives you more information about the markets, about the world, about the dollar index, teaches you how to really figure out what's happening in the crypto market. No other channels is in tune to all the different indicators, the dollar index, the US Tether dominance, total 1, 2, 2, and 3, you name it. DeFi perp, we got it for you. The Dow Jones Industrial, we got it for you every single day. We even going over gold and silver as well, which has been looking very, very strong. Gold in a giant cup and handle, I see hitting $3,500 an ounce by 2023. That's what I see happening for gold. So gold, good news for gold. Big signs for a movement. Gold, it's been quiet for a while. Okay? It's been quiet for a while. Oh, I love Bookmap. I love Bookmap, babe. They're huge. Huge. And my Danny loves them. And I actually was about to get a subscription like yesterday. What? Cool. That's awesome. Let's take a look at total. That's why we are at some crucial levels, but that's where bounces happen. Bounces happen at crucial levels. You get what I'm saying? All right, I can deep dive now into the live and we can have fun with the chat. That was heavy analysis. I was in the zone for a bit, and that's what I do every day, and I do it with y'all. I would have done that every day on my own. So I said, why don't I make it a show? And that's kind of how this all started. I said, I'm going to do these things every other day anyway. So the guys on Gold Rush going to love that news. No Moon Yacht. You may really love the beginner's course. It's life-changing. Lifer is an amazing teacher. Teaches ETA and pattern sight from A to Z. Spice in the house. Super chats, Mana 3S, Phantom 3L, and Theta. Let's take a look at them. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for all the super chats coming on in. Thank you to everyone sending me those super chats. Sam, it was awesome to see you on BitBoy. Thank you, Lifer. Can you please check out Theta for us? We'll take a look at Theta. I was talking about Theta with my wife this morning. Funny. It always seems to be the case, right? Let's take a look at Phantom 3L and Mana 3S. I would suggest they would move together. I'd be wary to trade those against each other, but you'll see. They're both big blue chip coins with a lot of money behind them, over $1 billion, so they usually move with the USDT pairs in Bitcoin. So Amazon Marketplace owners can now be bought out in crypto. Elevate Brands is teaming up with Coinbase to offer the option. Amazon Marketplace owners who sell their businesses to Elevate Brands will now have the option to be paid in crypto. Elevate Brands will hold a portfolio of Amazon-focused consumer products companies and is teaming up with Coinbase Prime to offer the option. That's awesome. So Amazon, Coinbase, crypto. Bullish, right? I mean, come on now. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to anyone that retweets, hits me up. And again, what do you have to do? You have to take a picture of me on BitBoy, right? Then send a screenshot of it and then tweet it to me at CryptoLifer33 and you will get 25% off your first month of trading with the trading group, right? Safe Moon Arming is trending right now, pretty good. Any other crypto? Baba Booey, I don't know what that is, and I won't check my notifications, who knows what they are. But please follow me here at CryptoLifer33, 4,033 followers, of course, right? I mean, of course, when I'm showing my Twitter, it's going to be on the 33. Everybody knows that the 33 number follows me around like a shadow. It's insanity. I can prove it. It happens all the time. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I expected at this point. I'm like, there it is. I believe it's because we live in some, I don't know. I'm sending messages or I have some theories. I don't want to get too deep. MetaVisa will start the IEO sale of MYST token. That's pretty good. MetaVisa, that's got me kind of excited here. Is that who we think it is? MetaVisa, I mean, there's a lot of crazy news here. Co-founder of the defunct exchange Quadra CX allegedly runs Wonderland. That's a bit shady. I'd be sketchy of that. Quadric Forex, they lost the passwords. The guy lost them all. He died. They could. Yeah, it's a perfect story, isn't it? Again, I don't know what happened, but you know. Okay, KKR leads 350 raise for crypto custody bank Anchorage Digital. Another crypto custody bank with $350 million. More and more banks are getting in the game. I'm telling you. Wharton accepts crypto payments for blockchain program tuition fees. Co-founder of the defunct. And that's the thing. Now they're going to have a blockchain program. No offense. Mine's going to be better than theirs. You're going to learn way more about world. I know what's going on in the world markets. I've studied history. I can teach you so much more than just crypto. Who am I, right, to talk about Wharton? But I believe they should have me teaching the classes there. Maybe not yet. I'm pretty pompous. But, I mean, a 6-week program costs $3,800, and the Ivy League university expects to attract thousands of students each year. 6 weeks for $3,800? I'd like to take that course. Wharton accepts crypto payments for blockchain program tuition fees. Crypto adoption scores another win with the Ivy League University of Pennsylvania. But there's a catch. The Wharton School, one of the premier business schools in the United States, will accept Bitcoin and other forms of cryptocurrency for tuition fees. However, the adoption is limited to the new online blockchain and digital assets program scheduled to start in January. Yeah, so you can't pay for your whole classes. It's not like you can sign up. It's only for their program. But number one, they realized that if they're going to be a school of business, they need to have a business course in crypto. They should have done this 3 years ago. To me, they're late to the party, which makes me wonder if they're really the top of the finance game. I'm just saying. People like Trace Meyer and the Meyer multiple, people that were getting into Bitcoin 7-8 years ago had the insight. Insight comes from wisdom and knowledge. They had the wisdom and knowledge that these people just didn't have or have the BALZs to act on, whatever it was. Look, 33.5 billion worth of ETH trapped in the largest Ethereum contract. The largest beacon chain staking contract worth 33.5 billion is awaiting the Ethereum mainnet merger to unlock. The single largest Ethereum contract containing 8,641,954 ETH, or 33.5 billion, is sitting idle because it cannot be spent or sent. Ooh, that's so crazy. The contract in question is Ethereum 2.0 beacon chain staking contract launched in November 2020, and it cannot be spent without a hard fork. What makes this even more astonishing is the fact that the terms of the hard fork are yet to be decided, and people sending their ETH into the contract were well aware of the fact. The terms of the hard fork could be decided on the beacon chain merges with the Ethereum mainnet. I believe they'll figure it out. They won't let $33 million go to waste. They'll find a way around that, I believe. Co-founder of the defunct exchange allegedly runs Wonderland. I'd be careful of that. I never got into Wonderland. Just putting that out there. I don't want to say anything crazy, and there's some tweets and texts here on the Twitter that they're trying to show you, trying to give you some insight. I've confirmed this with Daniel over messages. I came across something rather odd about Sifu, or the sheet. What's up? Was he the Quadriga guy? I cannot confirm. Yes, but the problem is the PR at the point Alex, my partner, told me. This could be FUD. I don't want to dud, but it put FUD there. But co-founder of Quadriga, Michael Patron. If you're unfamiliar, that this Canadian exchange that collapsed in 2019 after the founder Gerald Cotton disappeared with $169 million. I've confirmed this with Daniel over messages. So, just be careful. Just be careful. Connected to a scam already. KKR leads $350 million raising for crypto digital Anchorage Bank. We saw that. That's a good news. Another quarter of outstanding growth for Invictus Capital. It's a big deal when Invictus starts to move like that. I mean, they're heavily invested in crypto, and they had another good quarter of movement. So despite the crypto market struggling up and down, these VCs, venture capitalists, and the investor market starting to make a big move. Much anticipated Invictus Capital quarterly report has once again been released and provides a treasure trove of market insight and analysis. The report touches on another eventful quarter in both crypto and traditional markets, and despite the general downtrends across the globe, Invictus has continued along its uninterrupted path of growth. Coliseum raises 8.4 from renowned investors. Welcome Dota ledge Sheng Wu. I like that Coliseum. We'll take a look at that coin in a while, but they're raising money, getting a move, getting their name out there. They got an SDK play to earn mechanics, and they're ready to rock. So I'll be looking at that too. Coliseum, maybe we'll be trading that coin in the future. Crypto industry seems willing to adopt FATF travel rule, says the survey. Interesting. This would be an anti-money laundering travel rule where you'd have to say where money was going to and from. You'd have to fill out a form and say, I sent crypto from this to that. As long as you're not doing anything shady, who cares? I paid this guy to do graphics. I paid this dude to do a website. I see no problem with it. It could be an invasion of privacy. I don't want to speak too much on the case, but I do want to find a happy medium so we can all continue to move with crypto. MetaVisa will start the IEO sale of the MESA token on Bitmart. MetaVisa, a Web 3.0 middleware protocol, officially announced that it has reached an agreement with one of the largest digital asset platforms, Bitmart. According to the partnership, MetaVisa's native token MESA will be listed on Bitmart Shooting Star for a 24-hour flash sale. Start time January 26th, 8 a.m. Total supply of the flash sale. This is on January 26th. Bitmart will launch the MESA token. That sounds like it might do big numbers. MetaVisa team members are mainly from Europe, and the company was co-founded by Jassim. Now, he put the word Visa in there. I don't think he's connected to Visa one bit. I don't know how he's allowed to get away with that. At the same time, what a smart man. Just the name Visa in your name. But Visa is just like, it might be a Spanish word for like a Vista, or like he took the word T off of Vista. It's a Visa. MetaVisa, the Web 3.0 credit scoring protocol. MetaVisa credit score using scenarios. So he's basically taking the original credit idea in our industry and he's just moving it into crypto. This is an amazing news, everybody. I'm super excited for the industry. I like what I'm seeing in the chart. Show me the chart, show me the news. We see some bullish news. We see some bullish charts. So again, I love to accumulate Bitcoin in these zones at these times, and I'm not guaranteeing we're not going to crash horribly and go down to 10K. I am open-minded. Anything is possible, but I am conveying that the chart suggests that that may not be the case in the interim. Fear and Green Index holding at 20. We went all the way down to 910. We were in the lows of the lows. That was a beautiful time. I bought Bitcoin. I know my team did. They saw me buy it live on camera at $33,600. I said, man, how could I not get $33,000 Bitcoin? It is what it is, right? So there's the Fear and Greed Index too as well at 20. Shout out to everyone here. Let's jump on into the chat. Super chats. Mana S and Phantom 3L. Now is where I really interact with the chart, with the class and everybody here. Ask your questions, throw in a super chat. Let's do deep dives. We usually, when the market starts to rip, we find all the new coins as they're coming out. We get into brass tacks. We do micro cap coins on PooCoin, PancakeSwap. We teach you how to find coins on PancakeSwap, how to find contract addresses. We do it all here. If it hasn't been on a big exchange yet, we're on it. Then we're on the new coins that hit KuCoin before anyone really knows about it. We're on it, we're on it, we're on it, and we're on it. Okay, let's go over a bunch of KuCoin gems. Let's have fun, and let's keep it moving. 11:24, we have a 36 beautiful minutes to have a blast. Bang, bang, bang. I have brunch at 12:15. I will make it. A friend I haven't seen in over 7 years. I'm kind of, I'm like, wow, I haven't seen this dude in a long time. Pretty weird. Yo, are we on it? Shout out to Zero Allegiance. I'm in my office right now on the clock, blasting Lifer. I want to pay yearly Patreon. Yo, if you want to pay yearly Patreon, please email cryptolifers@gmail right now, and we'll get you in the group. That's $1,000 in cryptocurrency for 1 year, And my wife's pretty nice. You never know. You never know. Ask her. But, get into the group right now. She's on standby. She's waiting as support, her and her crew. My wife's hired a beautiful group of people to help her manage the back end. Crypto Wifer is there. So she'll manage it. She'll take care of you. Look at how great I am and everything that's going well for me. My suit's done. My shirt's ironed. Why? Because my wife did it. I look good tonight. Why? Because my wife did it. My hair, I have a haircut. Why? Because my wife told me to go get a haircut. Don't get it twisted. Behind every great man is an even greater woman. Don't get it twisted. I know where my meal comes from. I know where my meals come from. That's funny, man. If you're married, you're laughing even harder than I am right now. I know that. Oh, man. Married jokes, they'll get you every time. Fact. Oh, man. You guys are the best. Appreciate each and every one of you. And to my youngins who aren't married, we love you. We're going to teach you how to become great men and support great families. And to the women out there watching, we're going to teach you how to become independent and be able to do whatever you need to do so you can charge forward at the speed of light. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Everybody could be a crypto lifer. And it's open to us all. Okay? And we have both in the group, and it's a very loving place to be. Phantom 3L. At the bottom of its barrel. Funny. That's why it's hard to trade these coins, because they're like, you kind of have to forget this price action. It's not as fun to trade these as it is to trade other ones, because it's like, This actually could tell you something, though, because this is weird. It's in a bit of a bear pennant, which is kind of weird. 1 hour does want to drop here to the downside. That is the measured move. So we are seeing some bearishness on the 1 hour. We'll see how bad the 1 hour takes us down. Okay. Phantom 3L has really never been here before, so that's another thing. That's why it's risky to trade these. The real asset has a lot of support and resistance and other things. Say whatever you want. I like the chill and the hoodie look, but that's only the man's opinion. I get why you're suited, bro. Props to you, brother. I just wear the suits because if you stay in your house every day and you wear a hoodie every day, it gets old. It gets old. Like, my dad actually called me recently, and he's like, are you showering and wearing a good shirt? Like, he's like, are you just waking up, you know, wearing a t-shirt? Like, he's like, you know, he's like, put on a nice college shirt, make yourself, like, this is, I come from my, that's my father's advice. I take my father's advice over anybody else's. And my father was like, put on a nice collared shirt, shower, make yourself feel good every morning. You know? And so I said, you know, Dad, I like that idea. And so, you know, and you know what? I'm here to make my dad proud, my family proud, my last name proud. I have a legacy that I would like to uphold. Also, the richest people that lived the highest quality of life, that were full of abundance, go look at them throughout history. Anytime you saw them, they were dapper. I thought about that and I said, you know, I want to be someone that looks dapper. If you saw me on a random Tuesday, I look dapper. If you saw me on a random Wednesday, I look dapper. Like, I just want to always look dapper. I just think that's cool. I like that. I want to live a legacy like that. I want people to remember me looking sharp, looking nice. That's how I want to be remembered. I don't want to look dapper only on my funeral. You know? So total market, so Phantom 3L could break to the downside. We're watching this shoulder, head and shoulder, possible too. The 4 hour wants to pump. So just watch you gotta really, when you trade stuff like this, you gotta juxtapose the chart with Phantom and Phantom 3L, because you got no support and resistance here and you can't figure out what's going on. Okay. Also, just, you know, these are funky. Like, actually, this would be a smaller measured move. Sorry about that. So you got to go over here and you got to put Phantom in one side and Phantom 3L on the other. You just have to. Because look, now you have some support here. You're like, all right, Phantom might get to low as here, might get to low as here. You can't see that on this chart. They'll be correlated somewhat, but they're not going to be perfect. Obviously, make sure you're looking at them on the same time frame. But see this drop in this little L? Is this drop in this little L? So again, let's take a look at what we're seeing. Kind of a rising wedge that almost that broke out, right? Like that fell out. See that? Bearish retest, downside. But then again, what I see happening is a falling wedge in the 1 hour. The 1 hour is going to come down. We went over this already really in depth because this is going to follow Bitcoin. This could be a cup. 1 hour comes down. As long as we don't go as low as these two double bottoms, that will be confirmed higher high, maybe right there at $2 on the even spot. If we can get a confirmed higher high at $2 on the even spot while the while the 1 hour resets, and I'll keep everybody up to date in my trading group. I'll have an alert for that, and I'll be looking at it closely. When this comes down, I'm going to set the alert right now. I will know, and I'll be hit up with an alert. I'll be like, okay, bing, bang, bing. Then we're going to look to play this look. Then Sammy Cup and Handy's going to come to town. Why? Because it's going to be a cup and a handle. So that's Phantom 3L. I gave you Phantom, and you can trade Phantom 3L off of that idea. That's going to be a cup and handle to the upside. Where would the measured move be there? We would break out on the 4 hour and continue on out somewhere from here. Wow, 276. So it says Phantom. I mean, and it's had a lot of good news lately. Big TFL. More and more people are into Phantom than they ever have. How could the price go down when more people are staking? How could the price go down when they just raised, like, they're like one of the biggest movers on DeFi Llama? How could the price go down when they are the biggest? Basically, they just surpassed Binance Chain, I think, for the most TVL. Isn't it? There's some big news. Phantom is banging on them right now. I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why it's holding $2, even though a lot of coins are way down on their lows. A lot of coins are on their lows. I picked Phantom at 18 cents. I saved my portfolio, technically. All right? Because when this whole market dumped, Phantom, yeah, fine. Phantom was 350. It took a dump if you bought it on the highs. But if you bought it when we bought it, you're doing great. And there's a lot of coins that aren't doing that great. Phantom is one of the strongest coins right now in the game. So let's take a look at the next thing. Someone's asking about Mana 3S. They want to short Mana. I would say it's going to look just like this Phantom chart. Like we're going to look at almost this similar idea. Okay, a little different. Mana 3S actually is a little more bullish right now. But again, it looks like it's just going to come to the top of the channel. So here, if you're going to play this, this is the trade. If I were to play this, not you, but if a trader were to play this, this would be the idea that this is a cup and handle. There's your cup, there's your handle to the upside. Why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, I find at least 20 cup and handles on every live stream. I'm obsessive compulsive, and you can see how it plays out over and over again. You don't believe me? Okay. Here's a cup and handle right here. And it blasted to the upside. Cup. The handle doesn't have to be big, it just has to be there. Measured move is wick to wick. At least this one went even further. You could try to go that lane. I would normally go to that one, but usually if it's not centered, I'd go to the far one. I want to see one near the center. But I believe that's going to hit it pretty well. Like, look at that. Look at the wick. The wick was right. That's insane. Look at that measured move. And then it came down. And then I'll show you something that's nuts. No one else will ever teach you this. Never. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind right now. I'm going to hide this to the end of the stream. I'm going to hide this. I'm about to show you something on Mana that you never would have believed, that would make you an amazing trader, that will separate you from so many other traders, that will blow your mind. Can I get the likes app? Actually, where are the likes at right now? I haven't been watching it. I haven't paid attention. It hasn't been important to me. I've just been grinding and grinding and grinding. Can I get the likes up to 300, please? 333. If I got 333 likes, I'm going to give you guys that gem that I just saw in Mana. I have it waiting right there. I'll bounce back to it. I saw something. I got inspired. I don't always see it, but on channeling with you guys, I saw something. I would love to share what I just saw. It's a teaching moment. If you can get me to 333 likes, I'm going to spew out that freaking crazy special sauce that you know comes out of the lifer, and I'm ready to give it to you guys. I'm ready to give it to you. So if you're ready to hear it, I'm ready to give it to you. Can we get up to 333 likes? I would greatly appreciate it. Keep it moving. Keep it moving for Mana. I saw something. I'm telling you, you're going to really want to see what I put down. Okay. So I blew up on BitBoy and the super chats got light. It's kind of funny, right? And this, Sam, it was awesome to see you on BitBoy's live last night. Thank you so much. Light in the dark, you're the man, dude. Roddy Robinson always giving the 199, never stops. Appreciate you more than ever. So let me know if there's a deep dive, there's a coin we want to go over. Let's do it, baby. It can be $1. It doesn't have to be a lot, or you could just, I want to see it. It's hard for me to see it through all this. I have to scan through all this. It's not as easy for me to just to pick a project and be like, all right, let's go over it. Come on, people. I want to see it hit those likes. It's up to them if they want to see that gem. Completely up to them. Everyone in my group, trading group, they'll eventually probably see it at one point, but ADA. Now, they're all over you. If you bomb the chat, people will just end it. Okay, let's take a look at Cardano. A lot of people are worried or wondering about Cardano. They want to see what's happening with Cardano. Okay? I mean, we nailed the show today. The focus was spot on. Like, we just absolutely just felt good, right? All right. Now, I've been talking about this Cardano chart for a long time. Let's take a look at the 3-day for Cardano. 3-day has to reset a little bit more, but it's getting closer to its downside. But it does say there's more downside for Cardano. I hate to say that. It's horrible. I'm a big long-term holder of Cardano, and it almost looks like we're going to go lower. Hopefully we loop. Let's take a look at the daily. Can the daily save that 3-day? The daily does want to save the 3-day. I'm going to delete all my stuff because it gets messy. All right? And I show you how to look at a chart from front to back. First thing you want to look at the daily is you want to put your support and resistance lines, which is Alt-H, and you want to find them wherever you can put them. Okay? Maybe it was like Bluetooth or something. My phone was in the way and was messing with it. I don't know. You know, the Wi-Fi. This is a falling wedge for Cardano now. It's somewhat of a cup and handle, but it's like, you know, it's starting to become a ragged cup and handle. Like, it's beating up on the structure. But as long, I've even seen the low go lower than that, and it's still kind of played out as a cup and handle. 4-hour also wants to pump for Cardano. I like what I'm seeing. We got to get over this 1 hour. We got to get over this 1 hour. Let's go look if we can find a flag or a movement. What's happening on the zoom in inside? I mean, we came up to the upside and we got rejected. Rejection. We need to come back to the downside here. Humbly. And you're going to draw a boom. I mean, this could actually be happening here. We're starting an ascending triangle for Cardano. And this could be how we dig our way on out to the upside. All eyes on this trend line. Cardano breaks trend line. I mean, there's a chance it breaks trend line to a lower trend, but I would love to see Cardano not break $1. Right? I would love to put a line in the sand on this dollar when we have this move to the downside. But a downside move is coming. for the whole market, for Bitcoin, for everything. You can see it, you can feel it, you can smell it. Every chart suggesting it. Nothing's guaranteed. What would be bullish? How could we, we'll be bullish if we form our flag like Sammy's flag and we do one of these. And when we do this, and then this forms a bull pennant and we break on out. This is a beautiful possibility of projection right down there. And we probably would come and meet the 200-day moving average somewhere right there. Okay. So here's my projection for Cardano. We got to get through the 1 hour. And then I'm feeling bullish. I'm smelling bullish. I'm feeling bullish because of the charts. Like it's not me. I'm looking at the charts. The charts are giving me a lot of information. I just spent a lot of time pushing a lot of info into my brain. And my brain's now computing it compared to what it's seen before. And it's saying, wow, we are seeing some signs. Also, look at this. Is that not a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder forming for Cardano? Nothing but upside. $20 Cardano. Can Cardano 20x? Easily. Very simply. I believe in it. Its DEX is finally here. Sunday swap. It's going to have more movement. Oh my gosh. Like, now it's one of the fastest. It's so much cheaper to do NFTs. They have CNFTs now, Cardano NFTs. There's a lot going down with Cardano. We couldn't get the likes at 333 likes. I know we can't. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to all 311 people watching on the live. Thank you so much for being here. So this is what I see happening for Cardano. Okay? For Cardano. Let me jump back into the chat. Super chats, Theta. Let's take a look at Theta. Send in a super chat, please, so I can do a deep dive on your coin, go over something you're looking at. It doesn't have to be a lot. $1.99, $5, whatever you would like. Send in a super chat to the channel. Supports the channel. Gives me an hourly wage. I'm here busting it. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop. Every single day. I don't take a day off. Theta's doing the same thing as like Bitcoin kind of is. You could say it broke out of an ascending triangle already. You could have said this was the ascending triangle here in a way, kind of, or like this. And it broke out. Now it's trying to retest the bottom trend line on the 1 hour, and that could bounce. Theta's been showing really bullish signs lately, I'll be honest. I think people are realizing they have a strong company that grows, right? As Theta grows, the price of Theta will grow. It's very simple. And then when the market's pumped, they'll take Theta up with it. But Theta has its own project. Also, this is extremely strong bullish divergence. Like some of the strongest I've ever seen, some of the strongest textbooks strong. That suggests that is your bottom for Theta. And you probably won't see a $220 Theta ever again. Look at Theta at 3.033 for a second right now. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder that did break to the upside. Again, everything is watching Bitcoin, but this is actually further down in its precession than Bitcoin and a lot of other coins that we looked at today. The stochastics is farther down on the low, suggesting that we are going to get a retest for Theta. I own some Theta. I will disclose that. I'm very bullish on the coin in the long term. I want to eventually have a Theta, a Theta login, and I want to use Theta, and I want to do all the Theta stuff. So bang, bang, bang. I see Theta. Let's show you where I believe Theta can go. If it holds this level, continues to consolidate, and breaks out of this bigger falling wedge that it's been in for a long, long time. This is your measured move from wick to wick. Okay. And I think that gives you like a $20-something Theta. $21 Theta right there. Okay. $21 Theta. 326 likes, just 7 more likes, 333 likes, and I'm going to give you guys a mana interesting thing. Yo, I'm telling you, when I show you what I'm about to show you in mana, it's going to freak you out. I see it. Nobody sees it. I'm staring at it right now. But you guys aren't, nobody knows what I'm going to say. But I'm telling you, when I show it to you, you're going to be like, no, he's a madman, you know? But it's crazy. I can't, I'm so excited to share it. Like I'm very excited to teach. Oh, 3 more likes and we get to do it. This is amazing. 333 likes and we can do it. The target is 21.326. And where's everybody from? We got some new people here. Roll call, where are you from? Let people know where you're from. Tokyo Sexwell coming through with the $50 super chat, letting people know. We're starting to get dry bones out here. Shout out to Tokyo Sexwell with the $20. Gala, please. Sam is the world's best name. Shout out to Crypto Sam in the game. Love the Sam. We got a lot of Sams here. 340 likes. Chat revenue boosting. Each and every one of you coming on through. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at Gala. Theta can get all the way up here to $21. I believe dollar cost averaging into a project that has a substantial team and actually, you know, it has a substantial utility is what I'm trying to say. It has a known product. It actually works. Go to THETA.TV if you didn't know, because some people might not know. THETA.TV, I mean, get your mind blown. Like, it's a YouTube on steroids. This thing's ready to go with a payment network and coin system, T-Fuel, and more. Wow, this will blow your mind. This is THETA. They even have the World Poker Tour here on the THETA network. I mean, they're not playing around. They have some big partnerships, a lot of big players, and a lot of big information here on THETA. So, bro, did you steal my steak? That's so funny. But there you go. A lot of people play video games on THETA. Top games too as well. This is interesting. THETA is interesting. There's a lot more going on inside this community than you would ever realize. Jump on and become a THETAN and join the THETA world. Shout out to the THETA people. Would love to reach out with THETA and get a partnership going too as well. Maybe I can help THETA move. All right. Thanks for your thoughts, Detroit. Bitcoin futures and tomorrow. What will Bitcoin do? Thoughts? It depends on what the futures are set at, right? I live in a van down the river. Yeah, I bet you do. Rodney Robinson, man. Where's everybody from? We're going to take a look here. We got Jacksonville, Chicagoland, California, C. Montreal, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Super chats, MYST, Soul, CELR, CSPR, and GALA. All right, let's get into it. I didn't realize we had so many. Let's take a look at MYST now. I remember playing with MYST back in the day. And what I do whenever I look at a coin, I go to a coin market cap first. Even if I know the coin or I think I'm savvy, you just want to make sure you're getting the right spelling, right name. Mysterium. Let's take a look at Mysterium. What's happening with MYST? It's down 2.8%. It has a tiny market cap. It's a micro cap coin. All right. And we're going to take a look at it here on Dex Screener if we can. However, I don't think Dex Screener ever loaded today. Something's up with Dex Screener. Site just didn't seem to load. I don't know what it is. We'll go over to PooCoin and we'll do it here. Paste in the contract address. You can see that I got Mysterium. How did I just do that? Yeah, you don't write the word anymore. We have search engines like Google, but they search for contract addresses. They're contract searching. And so you can find a coin by the contract address. You can even do all these fun. This is fun. I'm telling you, like, crypto is fun. Pasting and contracting contract addresses, making LPs, learning how to do DeFi. Crypto is fun. I don't care if there's a bear market. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to flip NFTs. NFTs are still going to be fun. Artists are still going to come out with cool things. Like, that's why I don't even know if we'll ever really truly have a full bear market again. It's just too exciting. There's too much going on. Bitcoin can flip and flop, and the world markets can do whatever they want. You know what it is? They've been able to control currency for years, but currency is changing. People don't care about the old way of currency now. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, they care more about how they look in the metaverse than outside. It's crazy, and that's going to happen. And then what's going to happen is it will be harder for the banking cartels to control people because the value won't be the same. They'll find more value in crypto than they will in the monetary system. They won't be able to. So when they pull back when they pull money, because all they do, I'm telling you right now, there's powers that be that run all the economies. And all they do is they pull money out or they push money back in. Interest rate is the next way they do it now. They don't even have to touch the money supply now. They can just play. But they do play with the money supply, I'll tell you that. And there's quantitative easing and all sorts of other things going on. But that's really just them adding and pulling money back. That's it. When you add more money to the situation, you deflate the dollar. You bring the dollar go back up and you bring the stock market down. You slow inflation, right? When you put money back into the system, you raise inflation, right? You put more dollars into circulation, right? So by pushing and pulling, ebb and flowing, they can control you. They could take so much money out of the market, they could make us all broke. Go watch Money Masters. It's going to teach you all this. They did it to us so many times in the past, and they'll do it to us again. You have to have gold. You have to hold some gold because they'll manipulate the price of Bitcoin. They'll manipulate all of this stuff, but they'll never be able to really, truly, they use gold really as their service asset at the end of the day. They eventually, the elite eventually hide out in gold. They have the most of it. They're the ones that have it all, and they know that. And because of that, they know they have most of it because there's less of it out in the world. So you gotta hold gold. I do hold like 40 ounces of gold. I will disclose, over long periods of time. Okay, so Mysteria has to break out of this. It's in a long-term downtrend, of course. And again, a lot of new coins aren't going to survive. There's a chance this new coin never survives. Be very careful speculating on microcap gems after a market takes a dive. 90% of those coins you'll never see again. We saw it in the last cycle in February. Baby Doges and all this other stuff. Not saying Baby Doge, but the coins and the like. And look where they're at now. Never heard of them. Could never see them again. So watch out for this. It has to get above 44 to be able to be taken seriously. That's the best I'm going to give you on this guy, you know. That's a dream right there if that comes back. Like, that's not Theta. Like, Theta's a real blue chip company with an actual utility. You want to be able to invest in at least things that have serious utility. It's important. Wow, Sol took a dive to the downside, 177. I was looking at this here. Came all the way down. It was forming a bit of a bear flag here too. Okay, 15-minute kind of slowed it down. I'm going to delete this all. We're going to look at Sol on the daily. We're going to reset. I like to reset. So what happened? Started to form this beautiful bullish pattern, which is an ascending triangle about, which are bilateral patterns. They're 50-50. They're not guaranteed. Fell out of the pattern, right, when Bitcoin dumped. Now it's oversold. And look, the 4-hour just appeared and we're on it. That's actually a really good sign. Remember when the 4-hour appears and you're not on it and you know you have to come to it? So that's already kind of taken care of. Not the worst thing in the world. A bit of a cup and handle could be looked at this way. And that's why I love the cup and handle. It's a very versatile trading trading pattern because you can use it everywhere. Big, small, weekly, daily, 15-minute, and it tends to play out a lot. This says you're going to break up to the upside on Phantasma all the way to $5, which is kind of crazy. I'm hungry on this coin. I like it a lot. It's definitely on my radar, okay? Hungry on this coin. I like it a lot. It's on my radar. Everything going on? Yeah. Okay. I told you guys I would give you this amazing idea here. Told you I would give you this amazing idea here. Hold on one second. So look at this. We're looking at mana, all right? We're looking at mana. Open wide, right? So check this out. This is what I wanted to teach you. And I didn't know this for years. Look at this. That's a cup and handle. Okay? I know you don't believe me. I know at first you're like, it's really a parabola, but to a bot. See, a bot doesn't look at life like we are centered here, walking straight. Cup and handle breaks out. But a bot can see a cup and handle like this. Let me show you what I mean. And I had to find this out over years and years of playing around. Years of playing around. Okay? Look, a cup and handle can be like this. A cup and handle can be like, this is the main one. The easy recognizable. Sometimes it's like this. And it breaks out like that. Sometimes it's like this one that you're seeing there. And it breaks out like that. Check it out. The measured move is here to here. And that would have got you there. But if you didn't know your cup and handle or were able to find it, you never would have nailed that measured move. To the wick. To the wick by a freaking half a deviation. I'm going to blow. I felt this was so worth saying and so worth talking about. I thought it would blow your minds. That's a cup and handle. All right. And I know it's like, you guys are like, he got that excited over that? Yeah, because for years I would have just bypassed that. I never would have been able to see that like that. Now I know the measured move. Like I know where the price is going based on the idea of it's insanity. It's insanity. You want to see something else? I'll show you something else. Cup and handles are upside down too. They go any way you want. Look, the round one, when you go from right to left, it makes a top arc. See this? When you go from here to here, it makes a bottom arc. When you go from here to here, it makes a top arc. Just direction you go depends on what arc you want to make. Pretty cool, right? So, look at this. We flip this upside down. I love to invert my charts. Inverted cup and handles. Get away from them. Highly likely to dump. Look at that's an upside down one. Play it out the exact same way. Inverted cup and handle. Bang to the downside. So if you see an inverted cup and handle, get out. Get out. Bounce. So that was the gem I wanted to give y'all. Right there for mana. That I saw that I normally would never have seen. Beautiful gem there for mana. Okay. Shout out to the $9.99 for Jordan Kazio. Yo, Sam, can you check out Chainlink when you have a chance? Thank you. Rock out. You're the man, dude. Shout out to Vimo Riki for the 121 pound. You're the man, dude. Super Chat, CELR, CSPR, GALA, ANKR, and Link. Wow, I got a lot of work ahead of me to do, and I got a quick amount of time to do it. Let's take a look at CELR. CELR, which is a cell phone network that will be decentralized. What a good idea, right? A cellular network. CELR. Let's take a look at CELR on Binance for the USDT pair, shall we? Where it has the most liquidity, we'll get a good amount of a chart here. So we're looking at CELR. I proposed that it was possibly an inverted head and shoulder that did break up. However, it came back down, cracked the neckline, and broke the neckline back to the downside, kind of making a complex inverted head and shoulder. You could say that is possibly the shoulder there. Interesting. Just because, yeah, and I mean, levels to watch for CELR. We'll delete this work right there. It's really out of line in the sand here. Why? Resistance, 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 resistance. It's that strong resistance right now and bouncing, okay? It's that strong resistance and bouncing. Okay. So there's your line in the sand. If it starts to break this resistance here at 4.7, 5 cents really, you're going to see a 3 and a 7 and then possibly a 2-1. Those are your lines that it's going to fight through. So if you see this at 6 cents, there's a chance that it defied that support. I mean, it held that support, broke on out, and it's going to be a good sign. It's going to be a good sign. So I'd like to see this at 6 cents. If it gets above this line here at 6 cents, I'd be pretty bullish on CELR. Also, look, cup with a handle, even though it's a deformed cup and handle. Play with me, guys. Backtest these theories. Does the deformed cup and handle work? I've played with it many times. I've seen it happen. This deformed cup and handle on the daily suggests that we do break out. It suggests that we go the length of that area to the pole and we get a push to the upside. CELR's in a slanted cup and handle that could boom out. I know most people would look at my trading style. Most traditional charters are going to look at my trading style and think it's out of control, wacky. I don't care. I produce results every single day. I know what I'm doing. I play with these charts, and no one's going to tell me different, all right? I am open-minded to learn, but I know I don't trade traditionally. I use the traditional stuff, but I put my own flair, my own twist. That's a cup and handle. That's a cup and handle. I see a cup and handle everywhere I go. It's insanity. It also is a falling wedge, and we're hitting the bottom of this trend line, okay? To me, it fell out of the trend line. This level is a crucial level to hold. It holds 5 cents. We could see some major fireworks for CELR. However, that 1 hour not in our favor, and that's what worries me on a lot of other coins too. All eyes on this Bitcoin idea. Is the 15-minute there to give you a bit of a push? It is. That's a good sign. That could defy the fact that we get higher. So watch the 15-minute break out of this falling wedge flag here. It could get there. Yeah, that's the tinier measured move. See that it gets up here. When the 1 hour cracks on you, you come back down. If you hold 5 cents or this 4.8 level here, you're going to look for some fireworks to the upside. I like CELR. Great project too as well. Doesn't get enough light like it needs. Let's take a look at GALA. Let's take a look at GALA. Now, GALA is in a premier coin. We got into GALA around 7 cents, 5 cents, and we rode it all the way up. A lot of the lifers did a 7, 10, 12x on this coin. We were all over it when it first came out. We like KuCoin Gems when they first come out. We're all over KuCoin Gems. Second they come out, we charted this. Bam, and I could prove it if you want. I don't think I have to. You guys believe me, but I have it all in my charting. Yeah, I keep all the charts that I put out for the last year straight. They're all saved in Telegram, and you can just search them. So you can find out if I'm full of old shoes or not. It's all there. It's all documented. That's why I like coming on the live every day. I don't get a day off, so you can see exactly what I said the day before. And eventually my channel will either build or it won't if I'm speaking nonsense. And there's too many people that don't come on every day. Once in a while, you forget what they said the other day. And they kind of keep sliding through the cracks. I think by being consistent, we will chew through all those YouTubers, one YouTuber at a time. We'll just chew through them all. You know, I've made YouTube my number one. I'm 100% committed to my YouTube channel. 100%. It's my everything. It's my all. It's everything that I work for. It's everything that I think about. It's me. My YouTube channel is my life. I am it. It is me. I've put every single thing into it. That's if you want to become a YouTuber. If you want to change your life with YouTube, if you dabble with YouTube, it won't become much. It'll just become like a hobby. And if you're cool with that, fine. Have a hobby and have fun. If you want to live off YouTube, if you want to really make it a profession, you will have to give it every single thing you have because everyone out there doing it is doing that. And so you're competing against the hardest working people, the hardest independent working people in the world when you want to become a YouTuber. You're really like, you're trying to see, because the algorithm's going to give it to whoever wants it. I had GALA on a wallet, lost. Lots sold for refuel, and not my worst choice in crypto. Aries, Dapper, no. Funny. Holy fans. Sam, you're the best analyst. Results, all that matters. So GALA, Again, GALA's sitting at a sweet spot too. Same thing for GALA. Probably 15-minute wants to pop. 1 hour doesn't. Let the 50 minutes show you where it's going to go. If the 50-minute can get you to a higher high and break through, then when the 1 hour comes on down, you're going to come down to a lower, hopefully you're going to make resistance at a better place. A place that makes more sense. This is a tiny cup and handle for GALA. Also, some could say shoulder, head, kind of a, you know. But that's definitely a falling wedge. You could even just leave it at that. Break to the upside. Length of the pole. Shrink that up a little bit. And the 15-minute says you might have a little push for GALA up to 22. A little 10%. Nothing crazy. But that is a cup and handle, is it not? I'm not trying to, like, be obsessive compulsive here. I'm just... Is it not a cup and handle? So GALA, once it gets to this 15-minute, then the 1 hour is going to take it down. You're going to have to watch that 1 hour come on down. But again, and then that's why you put your support and resistance lines here. And you want to see, you're going to come back down and bounce. You got a strong zone there at 19.20 cents. It's a chance we're bottoming out here in a lot of coins. The oscillators are, when the 4 hours low and the daily's low, and the 1 hour is the only thing I have to get through, I'm pretty bullish. I'm pretty bullish. So you can keep a short open up until this comes down, and then I'd be done with the shorts at this point. Okay? I'm just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. Why? Because when the 4 hours ready to rock, I don't play again. I don't play it. This 4 hour is kind of rounding out and saying that it's, again, another thing, when stochastics just stop sideways in random places like that, like it's supposed to come down and it doesn't, it's also telling you the price is hitting support and liking to stay there. It won't let the stochastics trend down because the support is being held up by the support and resistance traders. That's why you have to use what's called confluence, support and resistance, stochastics, and all the things together to kind of bring it all in to one, right? 21,300 subscribers. Congrats to the Crypto Lifer and the Wifer. 1,000 more subscribers in just 24 hours. We did it, baby. We did it. Let's take a look at Link. Let's take a look at, if we can get 1,000 an hour, man, we can easily get to 100K. I can't wait to get that. I want to get that plaque. I'm hustling for that plaque. I'm obsessive compulsive. I want that plaque. I want that $100,000 plaque. Link is just like everything we're showing you. However, Link to me is in an inverted head and shoulder that needs to break to the upside. If it does not, it could get a confirmed bearish rectangle that could definitely break to the downside. So watch Link very closely. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It's a bit different than the last few coins we've seen. If it can't break out of this, but that is a falling wedge that has a 68% chance of a break to the upside. Okay. But I won't negate that it can't dump. If it dumps, where would it go? Isn't like an $8 Link at that point? Yeah. How did I know? $8.30 Link. I can't believe Link is back to 15 after that beautiful move it had not too recently, all the way back up to 27. You take your eyes off a coin, it loses half its value overnight. I can't believe that. A lot of alts actually did get slammed on the low. Like everyone was watching Bitcoin and then Bitcoin, and then next thing you know, all these alts were just in the dumps. To me, this fell out of this beautiful bull pennant that it was in. Negated the channel completely. So now Link's going to have to find its way out of that inverted head and shoulder and fight its way up to the upside. There could be a downside target for Link to $8. Okay. Let's take a look at CSPR. Casper. CSPR on Huobi Global. Where else can you find this thing? Ascendex and Huobi. I'm going to look at on Huobi if that's okay for you. So we looked at it yesterday. I have it in a cup and handle. Apparently I had this going. Also, this is a shoulder, head, possible shoulder. I've seen that. It's not perfect. I've seen that play out in my lifetime, though. I just want to bring it up. Also, you have a low here at about 5.2 cents. You have a low here at about 0.0. No, you have a low at 0. Yeah, at a half a penny at 5. Then you have a low here at about 0.007, almost 0.8 of a penny. And that's double bottoming now. Holding a double bottom, pushing to the upside. Let's take a look at the 1 hours. The 1 hour on a roll, it's way closer to the downside. This actually looks like it's a coin that's closer to popping than all the other coins. Thank you for putting this on the radar to us. Also, that's a cup and a handle there that wants to break to the upside. The 1 hour wants to push to the upside. The 4 hour, ooh. Let's take the Lifer indicator on here and see what it does. I have a new indicator, the Lifer indicator. It's going to be coming out. It's locked right now. You won't have access to it, but we will make it available to whoever wants. It will be somewhat expensive. It took me 7 years to create, and then I back engineered it with my buddy who's super intelligent, and like, even knowing something as smart as this dude is a blessing. I'm telling you, not many people would be able to make the indicator the way he did it. Like, I'm like blown away right now by the light. I can't even. So let's take a look at it here. But it gives you a rocket ship or a diamond 3 when it gives you 3 confirmations. What is the rocket chip? The rocket chip tells you when all the RSI are low, when all stochastics RSI, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, right? When they're all kind of low together. It attempts to call bottoms, okay? Look at it on smaller time frames. You'll get nice little swing ups. Like you would have got a swing up there, a swing up there, a swing up there. Yeah, that wasn't perfect. Also, in a downtrend, it's not perfect. Nothing's perfect in a downtrend. It's going to try to attempt to catch bottoms for you. But it's going to catch these 1 hour swings. Let's take a look at it at a bigger time frame, like the daily. The daily, right? It's going to look for that confirmation. So look, that was a head, shoulder, and shoulder bounce to the upside. Even if you just play your traditional stuff too, though. The nukes are telling you when it might be a good idea to get out of the trade. Might be entering a high. Okay. There's less liquidity here. This 3 tells you that 3 of the stochastics RSI were low. This indicator is multiple RSIs all at once. Okay. I'm going to explain this in depth with Danny. Like, Danny's going to explain it in depth when we premiere it. And start, and we're gonna get a marketing thing for it. I gotta talk to my CMO. We got a lot to do, but I just want to get you excited. I want to let you know that I'm working hard behind the scenes to constantly create new and exciting pieces of the Crypto Lifer experience, and there's so much more to come. I'm gonna get VR in there. I'm gonna start doing VR classes. We're gonna be one of the first VR schools of cryptocurrency where you can actually jump into a metaverse school. I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be a meta coin where you can learn with the coin. You can pay tuition in the coin. So much is happening. So much is coming out. I can't wait. So if you're a developer, a researcher, you want to jump onto the Crypto Lifer team, email me, cryptolifers@gmail.com, and say, hey, man, I want to jump in on that metaverse project. I think I could bring something to the table. I feel like I could really change the world. We're ready to rock out with y'all. All right, everyone, I got to get out of here for the day. Let's see any last super chats. ANKR and Near. We'll take a look at ANKR and Near, and then I got to jump out of here for the day. Oh, I haven't been zoomed out this whole time. Sorry, that's horrible. I can't stand when I do that, man. I need a production team working with me. I probably lost a lot of viewers just then for doing that, you know? I'm always beating myself up for something I should have done better. It's never good enough. Like, I'm never good enough, man. It's like, it's always could have been better. Like, I'll be upset for the rest of the day over that. I'm like, Jesus, stop it. I got to put a thing. You hit the Zoom button. I wish my wife watched the stream and yelled, get out of Zoom. But I can't ask her to do everything. She's watching she's on the computer right now doing her thing. I hit the Zoom button a lot. Then I don't know I'm in it, and I'm telling people tons of stuff and they can't see it. And I do it for like 10 minutes straight.
No way.
Yes. It can't happen anymore. You got to help me. You got to help me sometimes. Or we got to hire someone to help me. What? Yeah, I don't care. Why? Okay. All right. So, CSPR, let's look at Near and ANKR, and I'm out of here for the day. I actually have to be somewhere at 12:15. I was supposed to end the stream at 12. But there you go. Time is not my master. That's the one problem with me. So that yellow diamond's trying to call you a bottom on multiple time frames. Wait for the 1 hour to come on down. The rocket ship would probably appear. You see what I'm saying? So, and I know you like we use the nuke symbol and the rocket ship. How could you not like those two things? Like, you're either going to get nuked or you're going to the moon. So Near Protocol had a beautiful pump all the way up. We called the double up to 20. Lost everything right back down. This is crazy. I didn't even realize that a lot of premier coins that were strong, even lost it all. That was a huge dump. It's funny. There was a huge dump. Coins went sideways. All right. They pumped. Then that smaller dump wasn't as big as the bigger dump, and it just took them all down. It's pretty funny. Inverted head and shoulders on almost every single coin on the 4 hour, starting to push to the upside, suggesting that there is a bottom there. So that's an inverted head and shoulders on Near. Wants to break on out. It's going to have to get above this $12 resistance. Then it's going to come for this resistance, and then all the way back to that high. Can it move out of this? Is this a giant cup and handle? Let's take a look. It's an emerging cup and handle. I call it emerging because the left side is emerging up to the upside, while the right side is more lower. I call these emerging cup and handles. They do play out as cup and handles, though. I've seen it happen. I could see Near Protocol if the market flips back to green up in about the $20 region not too long from now. I believe it would have a fast-paced recovery because there's a lot of people into it, and a lot of people really believe in the project. So, like, and they're coming out with good tech, and they're moving at the speed of light. So once this thing starts to move, people are going to jump on into it heavily, and we are going to see a bit of a move here for Near Protocol. So I'd be wary of it. To make sure that it, because the markets are up and down, but make sure it is forming this, look, an ascending triangle there which is a, bullish or bearish pattern, and it does have an inverted head and shoulder inside of that. And there's your push to the upside here in a big move. So if it respects the 68% chance to break to the upside, look for it to break through this resistance at 13. And then if it can come back down there for some support, you're looking at, the road back to $21 for near protocol, in my humble opinion. But again, everything is based on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dumps, this whole market will dump. We did look at world markets. We looked at a lot of things that are suggesting that we're going to be okay, but nothing is guaranteed. All right. Near protocol. All right. 381 lifer likes. Can we get the likes up to 400? That would be unbelievable. Good tech. Their onboarding needs to be easier. That's all. Okay. And let's take a look at ANKR. That's the thing with a lot of these coins, though, right? ANKR's in the same space, but the interesting about ANKR is it made the shoulder, the head, it made a smaller right shoulder and already broke out. So if you looked at the two charts we looked at earlier, Near made the right shoulder. ANKR just boomed right out of it. However, ANKR is one of the few coins that is high on the 4-hour. Could pump up a little bit, though. I've seen that happen. But look for it to come down and possibly retest this new level of resistance that it broke through. I'd like to see ANKR bounce off 6-7 before it can continue on up. Let's take a look at the bigger picture for ANKR, though. Wow, still sitting in a pretty bullish pattern on these big time frames. Okay, so ANKR could bounce here, but the 4 hour's low. Let's look at the 1 hour. Can the 1 hour give us a good push? Yeah, see, unlike all the other coins, ANKR is low on the 1 hour. So this thing is actually playing opposite of most of the market right now. Every once in a while, a coin will just be offset just due to the oscillations or the money getting put in at a certain time. So that is a tiny cup and handle there. Tiny handle on the cup, though. But it is a cup and handle because it's a cup and handle. And this is a high resistance point for ANKR right here. If it can break above that, and that's kind of like suggesting like how Bitcoin can break above it, you get your big move, right? And you would get this whole length of this. I know it's crazy. Just bear with me here. I didn't even know I know it's nuts. But that would be your target. Sorry, I moved that line accidentally. That would be your target. Let's just zoom in here. I'll forget to zoom out, but let's zoom in here for a second and look at the flag. And didn't we just talk about this on Mana, remember? It's the slanted cup and handy. I could see this breaking out on the 1 hour. This is looking nice. Maybe the trade of the day, ANKR. Maybe the trade of the day, honestly, for ANKR. Bang. So while the whole market's dreary, this one does look, appreciate you putting this on our radar. I do hold some ANKR, not a lot, tiny little bit. There's your 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. There's your cup and handle getting oversold in the 1 hour. Let's look at the 15-minute for entry. Ooh, it's right in the sweet spot. I'll tell you what. Let's flip on the lifer indicator just to see what it shows. This is so fun to have my own indicator. This is insane. This is so cool. Oh my God. Like, I never thought in a million years, man. This is amazing. I used to see everyone with their own indicator. Like, I need my own indicator. Like, market cipher, all this stuff. I'm like, man. And we didn't use any piece of market, anything. Don't think these diamonds or any of that. That's not from him. Like, ours are completely different. Why they come out and what they're saying, completely different. All right. Look, the nuke and the red told you those are two tops. Right. Told you to get out of the trade there. Would have supported that idea. Can we get a rocket ship? That's what we're looking for here. Or a yellow dot, something. We may have to tweak it. You never know. Like, I'm going to find out how it fits to my trading style, and then my engineer, Danny, will... I don't know what you even call him, a brain. He's a genius. He's a genius. He's a genius. I'm telling you right now. He's a genius. So, bam, look at this. ANKR, right? This is the idea here on the smaller time frame. I'm going to flip back to my regular. See, and that's the thing. I don't want to. I'm teaching my students, like, they need to know to use this indicator. You need to know. You need to basically be one of my students for at least 5 to 6 months, in my humble opinion, because you need to know way more about my trading style to be able to implement the indicator. You flop on that indicator, I guess you could just be like, hey, but that's really, I don't want people to just buying and selling on ideas like that. I want them knowing what they're doing. Like, I want them to understand the behind the scenes of it all, you know. Other people are like, nah, I just want to make money. I don't really care I don't want to know how I did it. But, you know. All right, everyone, I got to get out of here for the day. Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And we're going to rock out every single day here on the live. If you're new, if you just came in from BitBoy, I appreciate it. If you'd like to join my trading group, take a picture of me on BitBoy, send it to my Twitter, retweet it to me, @CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate that. And you will get a 25% discount for the first month of my Patreon. You know, that's what I could do for you. You put that effort for me, I'll put that effort in for you, okay? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping in. Sorry about some of the zoom-ins. We won't do that again. I'll make sure that gets taken care of. Apologize for that. Maybe it should be after the beginner's course. Awesome stream today. Thanks. You the man. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the watchers. Thank you for the chat revenue. I'll see you all tomorrow for a wonderful Friday. Is it Thursday? Oh my God, I love Friday. This week went by. I'll see you tomorrow for a wonderful Friday at 10 a.m. Fun, fantastic, freaky Fridays. I'll see you there tomorrow. Crypto is life. Peace out.